and welcome in everybody. Thank you for being here or watching this on YouTube and checking this out. This will be a 100% guide. Now, I say 100% guide because I can't guarantee anybody to get 100% of this game other than if you do multiple playthroughs. However it is, this is a guide for you to be able to find all the stuff, get all the stuff, and go through the game. Um, Now, I'm not saying that you can get it through all in one playthrough. I am going to be able to get it all in one playthrough because I have the capability, but that doesn't mean that you have the capability. It's not something that you've purchased or done or whatever the case may be. So, but this is a 100% guide to get you there in the game. And I'm going to give you as much knowledge and as much information. I am going to not try to swap weapons on you. You're going to see where I'm doing my breakdowns. You're going to do all that other stuff. So, um, I will do my best to not cheat you out of something. If there's something that you guys see that you would like to see a little more of, you want me to slow it down, you guys please leave me comments so I can get to that as quick as possible. We are going to everything that I am going to be doing. I'm going to try to be posting as right away to YouTube so you guys can get a hold of that as soon as possible. So, but thank you again for being here. This will be part one of the walkthrough. So, welcome and thank you for being here. Now, I'm going to be skipping through a lot of these parts. We're not going to be watching all this stuff. You guys, pause me and go through them and watch these parts, okay? But I want to get through as much of this as possible, so uh, just don't freak out when you don't see me like watching all the videos and stuff like that. So here we're gonna turn around and grab this. So red mercury. This is something that you can use. It's basically our currency in the game. So red mercury is our currency. Basically, it's like when you pop a rune or a soul stone or something like that. But that's pretty much what this is. This is a souls game. When you die, you leave your stuff behind. You have to go back and find it. In this game, it gets really difficult to go back and find your stuff. I'm going to do my best to not die a lot in this game, but this game is still extremely hard. There's no easy mode, normal, hard, like supernova, no, none of that. It is all the same for everybody. So I'm going to do my best. You guys do your best as well. So, with that cutscene that you guys would have paused me and seen, we got our sword, and it is a two-handed long sword, an amazing weapon. It's what I am going to do my best for us to stay through. So we're not changing weapons and trying to figure out how to fight and do all that stuff as something new. So here, which I will get a lot more involved and depth in. But this is our weapon. The feathering on our shoulder, which let me see, you guys can see it there, is not highlighted right now. In the bottom left corner of the screen, let's see if I can bring it back up. Bottom left corner, you'll see your little person next to your health bar and your stamina bar, your sword and everything else. There'll be a little feather there, and that little feather will highlight up whenever when you have one feathering because that's all we have right now. The weapon that we have right now only has a so in your left um, bumper you have a like a special strike, and then your left trigger you have another special strike, but that you have to have at least one feathering to be able to use those. Right now we have strength and agility, no magic, and no feathering. Like this weapon doesn't have any of that stuff. We can put it into that later on, but for now, pretty much everything that is point driven right now is point driven into strength and agility. This is going to be a strength weapon, an agility weapon, because that's pretty much what it does. Now, there isn't really a breakdown where you put your points, where you can put into stamina, health, and stuff like that. So um, we will get more health, we will get more strength, we will get more stamina, we will get more of everything as we go. But that's pretty much what it is. So this is a tool for when we hit our rest points. You can also use this to fast travel back to a rest point. I don't think I've ever used it like that, just because I believe that you end up leaving your stuff behind. So don't be surprised if something like that happens. These here are our potions, or our flasks for healing. We have three of them to start out with. And then you also have the red mercury, which is basically our runes. If you notice, it's 100 red mercury, so it would be like 100 points to our stuff. So at a shrine, not a rest point, a shrine, we will be able to start adding our points in and stuff like that. I can't remember for the life of me, y'all, to be honest with you. Really honest with you, if you put it into strength, dexterity. No, I don't believe it. There is. I'd be really honest with you. So let's go ahead and carry on. I'm wasting time doing that. So here, before we go that way, you'll notice we have the two guys there. We're going to take them out, but before you do, grab these here and go ahead and place these into your spot here. So these are throwing knives. Now, don't use them to throw them at them. If you hear the cuckoo bird, you kind of look right there. Let's see if I can get it to mark. It's marked him, but okay, so he's like right above my head. He's sitting on that post. You see his little arms flapping? So that's him there. We want to take them out. They give us a feather, and that feather will you can use to get a chance to either have more stamina, more strength, or more um, feathering, or more magic, or something. It's basically buffs, and it's a random buff, but it basically buffs your ability for a short period of time. So there's about 100 of those. You do not have to get them. There's no trophy, no reward for doing it, but they are very helpful. Especially like going into boss fights and stuff like that, you can pop them randomly and give yourself a little bit of a boost. I mean, who doesn't want a little extra boost? So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and take these guys out. And pick up what these guys were trying to loot. It's a steamed bunny bun. And the steamed bunny bun is they're actually pretty good. I'll stick this one in here. So you can take this, and this gives you a little bit of health. You would basically pop it instead of using your flask. This will slowly give you your health back. Slowly. Now, there's only so many of these in the game, so don't use them like crazy. You do have to give a couple of them to some NPCs, so don't use them completely up. Make for sure that you always have at least 5 to 10, no matter what in your inventory. So that means, like, if you're in an area and you're using your esteemed bunny buns instead of using your flask, and you run out, and we get to an NPC when we need to talk to give them an esteemed bunny bun, you're not going to have any, which is going to miss you out on the full walkthrough. So just be careful with what you do with them. But that is what they are. And let's go ahead and move on with that. And like I said, I am going to be taking these birds out. You'll see that I got the feather from taking that bird out. So we're going to carry on here. And we're going to turn right here. We're going to pick this up here. And some more red mercury. And we're going to head in here. Now, look at all the rats, y'all. They're big rats. Like, wow. Okay. So, we're going to head in here, spook all the rats away. This is an area that you're not going to fight or hit nobody, you know, none of that stuff. So, this is a safe area. And we're going to pick up this here. All this stuff is, here, we'll go here. And we'll just look here. So, this here is, will recover some health. But if you notice, it says corrupted or corruption. So when you use this, yes, it will give you health, but it will also cause corruption. So you will also take damage as well. So these are, yes, they're good, but not all that great. So watch what you end up taking. And I think that was it with that. We picked up something else that had to do with something else. So. Yeah. Or maybe it was another. Yeah, I think it was another one of these. Oh, yeah. So it was a. But whatever. Okay, so let's carry on. So in here, we're going to be talking to a whole bunch of different NPCs. With being a Souls-like game, you guys, please make for sure that you exhaust their dialogues to where they're repeating. I'm going to skip through this. This is for y'all.
Should you have other my tower. Should you have this is the this temp. Thanks to the should you have other you are the it big most victim you may from what now that for now it is now that for now it is.
Here we go. Now that I'm exhausting his dialogue, I'm going to head on. And sorry y'all, I'm just going through my notes and everything. I'm going to end up doing that quite often. Here we're going to go ahead and pick this up. So this here is a special pill. This is also corrupted as well. Yes, it will give you health, but it is also corrupted. We're going to talk to the boy here.
You're not from my brother,
and he's going to give us something for a side quest to give to his, which will end up turning out to be his mother. But she's a little on the cuckoo stage of things, so.
I don't, if you find, tell her.
And I just keep repeating it, I'm sorry, y'all. So go ahead and do that. We're going to come down here. We have a merchant here that we're also going to do a job for. He is going to want us to find a painting for him that was taken, so we will find that painting and give that to him. So
most people have to be carried out of the Reverend Temple. You though.
I jumped away so I could skip through it.
Young, some of the I am Tao Ting. But don't worry, there's plenty. I can trade some thieves from Analum. You can find once you've retrieved.
But make for sure you guys go through and listen to all this stuff. So
you can find once you've retrieved the painting.
Once you retrieve the painting, so here is if you bought or you got any. You pre-ordered the game, or you got anything special, or you bought the bonus package, or whatever the case may be. Your extra stuff will be in here. Sometimes if you get loot that you, let's say, fell off a cliff and you weren't able to pick it up and stuff like that, that loot will be in here as well. So the unfairable loot that you cannot grab will arrive or show up in there. These are going to be like little notes. Y'all pause to read these. I'm just going to burn through them. I am not going to read them. We have this guy here. He doesn't say very much. He doesn't say anything at all through the whole game. He doesn't say anything. But he still gives you an option to be able to try to talk to him. We have her. She's a sweetheart. And
you're awake. The old tower got the feather
her
with
stuff
your skills.
Well. She's got some side quests for us to do later on. So make for sure that you exhaust her dialogue as well. And then we can finally... yep, that's everybody. Okay, and then we can finally head out here. Before we hit the rest point, this would be our shrine. This would be our rest point. We're going to... now, the little boy's voice that you heard is going to be over there. We're going to get to him here in a little bit. But we are going to... head around over here towards these tents, and we have some people to talk to.
First, feathers start growing on your lucky form. Your sim, it's utter.
Talk to them. She's going to give us a special bill, and we got him over here, which is going to give us a special bill as well.
I've been you're still kicking.
This guy actually gives us a upgrade stone for our weapon for later on, so make sure that we come back and talk to him, because we were going to want that upgrade stone for our weapon. Alrighty, so nothing else back this way. Door doesn't open and nothing like that, so so just go ahead and head on over here. Now that we've done with all that, let's go ahead and hit the rest point. So this is going to be our shrine, our rest point. Go ahead and make sure that you look over these. Right now, all we have is this stuff here. So let's go here. This is going to allow us to put in our points for our like leveling system here. A little bit more like Black Myth Wukong than like Souls-like, but still action like Souls-like gaming. So amazing game, amazing game. At the very top center of the screen, you will notice how many number of these points you can put in. Right now I have 0, so we are just kind of stuck right there. Back out of there. This is going to be our overflow box where you guys can keep like a lot of your stuff. Now the game is going to have you keep a certain amount of stuff on you, and then your overflow will go into here, so or your warehouse area. So there's that. These other things we'll be able to use and pop up later. This will be our fast travel point. This will be our where we can put in our special moves. You can change that stuff out, but you will have to pick them out in the tree. This will be for our arm. Just a number of different things. So we will get to all of it later, but I just wanted to give you guys, or show you guys, a little bit of what's going on. Now, you do have to fully rest when you come to these if you are trying to get back all your stuff. Make for sure that you fully rest at these when you're doing that. And then you will pop back up and out, and we will carry on. So now we've talked to everybody we're going to talk to up there. We're going to head over this way and start picking up all of our stuff. There's really nothing right here. There is, now you can see what we need to pick up very well. They have these little wiggly tails. That's what we're going to be picking up. That would be the either red mercury or some sort of something. Now, depending on what color they are, will also predetermine on what you're picking up and finding. And white is going to be either some sort of throwable or something that you can take to heal or something like that. There will be, and I'll show you as we kind of go. I believe there's a yellow and there's one other color. Those two are either going to be, or I think it's pink. So I think we get yellow and pink. So pink is generally going to be like a weapon of some sort, and or maybe that's yellow. Yellow is going to be like a weapon. Well, as it comes up, of course, I'll explain a little bit better because I know where all the weapons are, and then I'll point out the color when it's there. So break through these. Looks like it's going to be either some sort of something, an esteemed bunny bump, so something consumable. We're going to head on this way. This is just going to be pointing out the situation. There are some, scratches in the ground. That's pretty much it that says there. And so we have the boatman here. So we'll hold off on talking to him. He's actually going to send us to basically like a nightmare realm, and we are going to have to fight a boss. This boss is designed for you to die to, but I'm going to do my best to try to show you guys how to defeat it. So we will do our best there. But if it does kill you, it doesn't ruin the story. You do not start it back over. No, nothing like that. Once you die, you come right back to the rest point and all that other. You do get some consumable stuff that you're going to get and stuff like that. To be honest with you guys, I will probably end up dying on purpose. I'm going to do my best to try to show you guys how to do it. But I'll probably end up dying on purpose for those people that cannot get through it. So they don't feel like I'm pushing them through to do something more than they're supposed to. So even if I get it down to, let's say, one hit left over, I'm still going to let it to kill me, just because I want to focus on the people that are really truly needing this walkthrough, and the people that, well, everybody probably can really use the walkthrough, but really truly can't get through it and don't feel like they're being left out. So we're going to do our best with that. So there are going to be some special moves that we're going to point out and let you guys know and see, so you guys can show the tails to get through this fight as best as possible. Like I said, if you get through it, great. If you don't, no problem. It doesn't matter. So.
Well, look who's back. Feeling lost now? Don't believe me, eh?
I'm going to try to skip through this as much as possible. Sometimes it doesn't allow you to skip through some of this stuff. So.
Don't call me cruel. You know how it goes. No sweet dreams without crushing a few nightmares.
Now, all these boss fights throughout this game are going to push you through the test of time. If you think you're going to go in, smack them a couple of good times, and then, do a couple of really good dodges and get out of the fight as quick as possible, that's not going to happen. These fights are designed for the test of time. These are going to push you to the limit. So don't rush yourself through them. And we're going to go into, we're already in the Nightmare Realm. We're going to go to like a little bit of a cutscene here. And I'm going to do my best to kind of skip through this. So here's the boss fight, making sure you target him. Now he's going to look backwards. He's going to do this jump. And there's his water spit move that he does. And there we go. So what we want to do is we want to try to stay behind him as best as possible. that. Don't get greedy with him if you're trying to do this. And what I'm doing is to get that special move and then I got caught for it, so. And I need to switch to my heal. And he's going to keep on doing his little special deal. So we're going to use our feathering here. And to just slowly, every time he gives us a feathering, you're going to hit left trigger. Or not left trigger, but left bumper. See, I got caught for it. So, and like I said, these fights are set up for the test of time. You're going to take slow and methodical of what you're doing. And I got caught for it. So, heal. Heal. There we go. Kind of backed over here into the corner a little bit. Heal a little bit more. And see what happens when you get greedy. I try to get 2 hits in there. Heal. Oh, we're all out of heals. Notice we have our feathering now. Oh, and we are just about done, y'all. So, yeah, he looked back behind me and hit me. No big deal. Like I said, I wasn't worried about trying to get through this, but I did want to kind of show you guys what it looked like and how it was for those people that can get through it. I was never going to ever try to finish beating this. When you guys go to New Game Plus, you guys will just railroad him and run him through the ground. So, you know, all that. So, alrighty. With that being said, we didn't lose like any of our souls or anything like that. So, or our stuff. So we're still good. We didn't get anything extra special. So we do have one deal here. I am going to suggest that we put those points into here. So we are going to go ahead and put, yeah, let's put it in the Skyborn. I'm just trying to mentally think. So as we do this, you'll notice your HP will come up and stuff like that. We have 1 point to put in. So let's go ahead and let's do the weapon, y'all. Weapons first here, just so we can start getting some abilities and stuff like that. More feathering and stuff like that. So we're gonna make it down to about here before we really start going crazy over here. So, but no big deal. We're going to just kind of carry on. There are some you could use. Man, we don't have enough to even use that. You know, stuff like that. So let's go ahead and head down here. Now, everybody down here is going to be aggressive and they're going to want to attack us now. So just bear with this. You'll notice he only has like a smidgen of health left. The people here are not well. They're not doing good. No, none of it. So now let me show you guys another thing real quickly. Here is going to be our basically our sickness. Now we have a 101 in the inner demon. So in the inner demon, once you have fully inner demon, your whole character will be completely red here. With that inner demon, when you're at least 50%, so let's say we have 101 and we have 51% of us has its stuff going on. Um, you deal more damage, but you also take more damage. There's an upside to it. So with me, I am going to try to stay with trying to be at least 50% or higher with my inner demon. So now if you see, my inner demon is at 51%. So now that it's at 51%, I deal more damage, but I also take more damage. So there's a flaw plus a bonus to having it. So if you don't want to do that, it's no big deal. It doesn't affect it at all, the gameplay. It doesn't affect your achievements. It doesn't affect any of it. So, but like I said, at least I'm dealing way more damage. Notice, ran up and just smacked this guy once. And we take this guy's out really quickly. Now, the reason why I took those guys out really quickly, we do have a harder guy over here that we're going to want to fight. Now that our feathering is up and going, I can use my feathering against him. But this guy has got a very long weapon, and he is extremely strong. So just bear with that. Like, I'm almost dead, y'all. Oh my God. Yep, well, I just died. So, that's horrible representation. I'm so sorry, y'all. But I'm going to show you how to do this correctly. It's just, man, it's been a little bit for me. I've been playing totally other kinds of games and different stuff. So, and then usually when I work my way around a character, I work around the right side of it all, not the left side. Now that if you look at my inner demon, it's up a little bit higher. Every time you die, that gets up a little bit higher. We're at 69% now of it. Now, once you reach, I believe it is like 95% and you die and come back, your inner demon is going to want to fight you and attack you and kill you. You will lose out on your runes or your red mercury if you do not finish it. So there is another upside and downside. You can, here in a little while, I will show you guys how to clear your stuff, but for now we can't. So, just think of it that way. Now you see the basically our souls, it's blue. Our stuff is right there. So we're going to want to get that. Oh my gosh, bro. You can hit so far away. And we just heavy hit him on the ground. Now, watch out for your stamina, because if you run out of stamina, then you're kind of,
Kneel!
And heavy hit. Backstab. And there we go. So the red feather that we just got, we're going to want that. That is for upgrading our weapon. Let's see if I can show it to you guys here. So right here, yeah. So this red feather will be used to go towards your leveling your weapon, and it will go towards any weapon that you want to. There's no special mats for this sword or that weapon or that axe or this spear, or no, nothing like that. Because it goes into your skill tree and not into your actual weapon itself, you will upgrade it there. So, just wanted you guys to know that and understand that as well. We're going to head on this way. We'll go ahead and take these guys out. Now that the harder guy is gone and out of the way. And we are done. He dropped us some more red mercury. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So here we go. Here's a yellow one. And it is an axe. So perfect. So with that being the case, you guys can actually put this axe in here. Now, when you have feathering, like I have right now, you can do an attack and then press down on the left analog, and you will use up your feathering, which my feathering just dropped off as I was trying to explain that. You will use your feathering in the middle of the attack, and you will hit your left, like your left analog. You'll press down on it, and you will do a special move depending on what weapon you have available. You will do a special strike with that, switching into a different weapon. Whether it be a sword, whether it be an axe, whether it be whatever it is. So, we're going to talk to this little boy here.
Hello, lady. Are you the warrior
He is
that
also
the old
not
tower
well.
is rescued and hidden
We're
in the
around a whole
cave?
bunch of people that are not well.
Did you come to the Reverend Temple for healing too? He's so... Don't worry.
Just burn through his dialogue.
Don't worry.
Or listen to his dialogue, not burn through it, but I'm going to burn through it. So, we are going to... This is actually a really good spot for me. We will just stop it right here. Thank you guys so much. Hopefully I'm doing a good job. Hopefully you guys can follow through and understand. Because I'm so nervous about doing this and doing this correctly for you guys, bear with me. I will get you guys as much and the correct information as possible. And if there's something that I said or stepped out of line or something or other that's not right, please correct me in the comments, man. Don't take criticism as bad criticism. I take criticism as good criticism and a learning process. So hopefully we can all take something from one another and get through this game 100%. So thank you so much for being here on Soul Thief Gaming. You guys can check us out Monday through Friday on Twitch from about 8 to about noon, maybe even 1 o'clock. Soul Thief Gaming at YouTube, and also on Facebook as a clan to join, which where we give updates, and we do a number of different things there as well. So go and check out all those, subscribe, join, leave us likes, comments, and we appreciate you again, and thank you for choosing this as your 100% walkthrough. You guys take care.